This is just a little rerun for what I'm about to be on the podcast. I ain't gonna tell y'all whose podcast, but I'll be on the podcast in just a minute. From one of the guys out of Chicago. Um, I'll be chopping it up with about certain shit. But I wanted to come out and talk about some certain things that's going on in my city. I ain't come to talk about all us as a whole people. You know what I'm saying? State to state, I come to talk about what's really happening in my city and state and why this shit is detrimental. You know what I'm saying, to our people. Just give me a second. And it's crazy the way we have to live, man, in fear. We gotta live in fear. Like older niggas gotta live in fear to these young niggas, man. And it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? First of all, I'm not gonna come out and bash, you know what I'm saying, the younger generation too much because they unaware. You know what I'm saying? And they just doing what the fuck they doing. A lot of people, man, hold on. It's just fucking crazy, man, because the shit that just happened yesterday really just made me open up to want to have this conversation, man. And I want to put everything in perspective and in the right light before I start to get to the point of where they thinking that I'm judging somebody or I'm going in on our younger generation. Here in Chicago, the people are actually living in fear to the younger generation. And the women, you know what I'm saying? The actual older men, 35, 36, 80 babies, they don't have a voice and they can't say nothing. And they out here being victims, right? To these crimes, to everything that is going on. You know what I'm saying? As far as the women with the child support and locking them up and the men that are working are the victims of this shit, right? And it's getting to the point that I'm tired of it. I didn't come to talk about the rap music because that's not the only fucking problem. We gonna blame rap, but ain't gonna blame the way people raising their kids. Now this rap shit been around generations. And certain shit I have never even heard of that was fucked up rap when I was young. It's certain songs that old school niggas know that I don't fucking know. You understand what I'm saying? And just hearing now, like, damn, that was a fucked up song about some thug shit. I never knew that shit. So it is all about how you raise your kids. Now, how your parents raised you. Now, dealing with a lot of people that's blaming the rap and blaming other things, they're not raising their kids right. And we're a victim to that. We can't say nothing about that. You understand what I'm saying? You can't come out and blame the mothers for what they doing. You know what I'm saying? You can't come out and be like, oh yeah, these women is fucking up raising these kids the way they raising them. You can't say anything about it because why? The women are protected by the law. The women are protected by the law and they're protected by don't slander and all of these feminist non-for-profits. So you can't say what you need to say. But just yesterday, right? It's this guy. He sells weed over by the crib. He's an older nigga, right? He lost a lot in his life. His hustle is selling weed. He's been selling weed. He ain't never sold crack. He's been selling weed and loose cigarettes for years. It's not my business to talk about his hustle. You know what I'm saying? Or get on him and tell him, hey, you ain't shit because you this. I didn't come for that. I didn't come to talk about that. I come to talk about the way that a young boy yesterday, right? I'm talking about a young boy, super young. Had to be like maybe 16, 17. And there's 2 stories happened yesterday that I'm really gonna let y'all know about. That's really gonna, that like I say, open my mind up to have this fucking conversation. So a young boy walks up and he's trying to rob him. Now, this ain't his first time being robbed by these same young boys. It's not the first time, probably won't be the last. But I seen this robbery go down, right? And I seen that the boy comes to rob him and he just bags up like damn near like an ounce or a little less than an ounce out of what he had. And he gave it to the boy. He was like, just go on, man. Just go on. The boy took it and he left. You want to tell me that weed isn't having a crack effect? You know what I'm saying? Of course, y'all know how to stop. Weed is having a crack effect on the people. You understand what I'm saying? It's getting to the point where they're out here robbing motherfuckers and they is giving them a tray 5 and they walking up. So you just robbed me for the marijuana. That's what you robbed me for. This is what you out robbing for. Marijuana, so you can smoke. But y'all here to tell me that weed is okay. And these are young boys. You understand what I'm saying? That's constantly keeping this shit up and doing this type of shit. And it's madness because the law protects them. Because if that man was to take his gun out and shoot that young boy, he would still go to jail. You understand what I'm saying? We from two different eras, right? The last of the 80 babies and the 80 babies are from an era where when we hustle, we got a shoebox full of money. Don't use your own product. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to everybody that's joining. Please like, share, and subscribe. Don't use your own product. These are rules that we had in the streets. We wasn't trying to go to jail. We wasn't trying to, we knew the consequences behind shit, man. Nowadays, the young motherfuckers don't give a fuck about the consequences because they wasn't raised right. So their mothers and fathers and gang leaders weren't telling them, hey, you go to jail doing that shit, you gonna go to jail and you gonna be in that motherfucker a long time, shorty. Avoid that, shorty. Try to get this money. When this money or getting to this money has become less important than motherfucking killing a nigga. In Chicago, niggas will put the hustle to the side to go to war with other niggas who they can basically put this shit off and be like, man, let's go ahead and walk up out this shit and let's be smooth. Yesterday, a young motherfucker said, came out the alley on one of the guys, he just pulled over. He pulled over and he had to take a piss. So he went into the alley to take a piss. And a young boy ran out and hit him in the head with a gun. The gun fell out his hand. The man then took the gun and said, I chased him and I was gonna shoot him, but then I had to think about it, B. You know, I had to think about when I shoot this nigga, I'm shooting him in the back with his own gun. But the law is gonna have me in jail. You understand what I'm saying? It's gonna have me in jail. See, 80 babies, we don't wanna go to jail. Don't nobody wanna go away from their family. Don't nobody wanna go away from their lifestyle. So this jail is protecting these niggas. It's protecting these niggas. It's protecting us. They got guns. So, you know, we know how to fight. We not worried about no fight. I haven't met an 80 babies yet that haven't been hit in they shit and then took it and walked off like, man, it is what the fuck it is. You understand what I'm saying? I'm talking about, and be proud for the shit. Yeah, it was a fight yesterday. Yeah, motherfucker got out. These young motherfuckers are protecting themselves with the guns that are given out by the motherfucking government here in Chicago. I didn't come to talk to you about Atlanta. I'm coming to talk to you about Chicago and how tough these young niggas are. Now, you would go and you would look at this rap shit. Everybody that's listening to Lil Durk and all of these young niggas, man, you should be ashamed of yourself. These are little ass boys. We can't expect these little ass boys who skipped a whole generation of being raised right. You understand what I'm saying? Don't understand, nigga, we went to school. All doing this, they made sure we knew about Malcolm X. They made sure we knew about this, made sure we knew how to stand on our feet, not hurt our own people. We come from this background. We come from this background where brothers was really brothers. We didn't tell. If we was gang banging, we gang banging. Nigga, I ain't telling on you. You ain't going to jail. And this is kind of the reason why I don't like Charleston White, right? Because he goes state to state talking this shit. I understand that you talking to the rappers and motherfuckers want to see the rappers being addressed. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers do need to address these young boys, but let's address the real problem. Chicago spent $1.7 billion that they got from the government in jail reform, my nigga. Jail reform money came to Chicago, this city. $1.5 billion. No, $1.7 billion. $1.7 billion fucking dollars got spent here in Chicago on jail reform. Now, when we're talking about the federal funds that is being collected, because, you know, we got this nigga saying, I just want to put niggas in jail. We got the Charleston Whites. I just want to see niggas in jail. You are there to feed this system. But let's break it down. Let's break it down, Mr. Charleston White, because you don't know. Obviously, you don't know. You went and you go, I'm trying to get the youth out of jail. But yet, every time you turn around, you try to put niggas in jail or you so behind this jail shit. So let's talk about, right? Let's talk about it, Charleston, because we not, like, I really want to have this discussion with you, but I know I'm not a big YouTuber, but the platform that I'm about to go on is going to get your attention. It's going to get your attention. So we'll be waiting on that. We'll be waiting on that. Where I'm about to go next, it's going to get your attention, I guarantee you. Before the end of this week, the platform that I'm about to be on is going to get this weak-ass nigga attention. And I'm trying to get your attention because I'm trying to have a conversation with you. You understand what I'm saying? I really want to understand, why would you want to feed the youth? Even though, you know what I'm saying, the fuck shit that's going on, you want to feed the youth to the jail system. That's what all this shit is about, right? That's what the rap music is about, right? It's to feed our kids to the jail systems. All the passing out the guns, that's what it's about, right? But this same jail system that you want our kids to be on count for, that you want the jails to file the taxes for, that you want each halfway house in our communities, you want them to get out of jail, come to the halfway house. You want this system to continue. That's the system we trying to break, homie. Fuck, yeah, like you like to talk, yeah, you know, yeah, we trying to break that system, homie. We got a fucked up ass system out here, and the system is being fed by niggas like you. It's being fed. It's protecting these young niggas. You got all the niggas that go to work every day, afraid to stand up for themselves, stand up for their communities, stand up because they don't want to go to jail, brother. It's not about killing nobody. Nigga, we don't care. Nigga, 80 babies, 70 babies, they'll strangle your motherfucking ass in the front seat of a car and leave your ass in that motherfucker. They don't give a fuck about killing. They stand on what's righteous. You know what I'm saying? I done met plenty of niggas that be far gone. It's tough shit. It's far gone, bruh. It's so stupid. Like, they come outside to really rob us to use drugs. Now, we sit around and we listen to Charleston White talking. How could the nigga be talking to us about anything exact? He probably saying some shit that's real. But the man is 50 years old. You know what I'm saying? It took me to 35 to be like, you know, leave this shit alone, this weed shit, man. Motherfuckers ain't thinking right. He 35 years old. I mean, he 50-something years old. And 50-something years fucking old. And he's smoking big-ass blunts of tobacco. And he want to live like the rappers. But want to despise the rappers. What's the first thing a rapper go do when he gets some money? He go get him a chain. Oh, yeah, I gotta have my chain. Gotta have that shit. Gotta have blunts of weed. Gotta be smoking back to back, even if he was smoking. Wouldn't he think it'd be a righteous thing to put that shit up when I get on camera? See, I'm learning as my mind is open and it's not that foggy. I'm learning. When I think certain things shouldn't be done out in the open. Certain things, our kids are being open to every fucking thing. And the only reason we're complaining, only lazy motherfuckers, right? Lazy ass parents is complaining about the rap music. Take the tablets away. Who told your kids they can have motherfucking TVs in their house? Who told them that? Do you run your house or do rap music run your house? And in these places that we're dealing with, internet, TikTok, why do your kid got a TikTok? My son don't got a TikTok. My oldest son don't got a TikTok. Why do your kid got a TikTok? So you gonna get on TikTok, oh yeah, and blame TikTok, but why is your kid on TikTok? Why is your kid not in the house on time? Why is the TV, you don't control the TV in your house? You don't control when your kid do and don't do homework? See, we making excuses. We making excuses. And we're gonna blame the kids, but we're not gonna blame the parents. These lazy ass parents, right? That now we on our shit, so the next generation will probably be better. But the damn laws are protecting the women. Got the man going to work every day. I'm talking about to pay child support, to pay this, to pay that. Steady putting him in debt, taking his license away, taking his passport uses away. You know what I'm saying? Ain't being able to grow, ain't being able to go nowhere because of spiteful women. And the law protects them. Because the moment you do something or say anything wrong, threaten anything, you're going to jail. Behind the shit. You know what I'm saying? She can go lie right now to the civil courts and you would go to jail. You would go to jail behind it, or you would have a restraining order, civil, and all of this shit on you because of a lie. You know what I'm saying? That protects that bullshit that she doing. Now, what protects these kids? 80 babies don't want to go to jail. Niggas don't want to go to jail. That's the last thing, nigga. We this whole thing's been about avoiding the jailhouse. You know what I'm saying? It ain't that the motherfucker can't even stand up for themselves or shoot back or really get into some shit unless it's life-threatening before I react to what the fuck going on. You know what I'm saying? I gotta deal with this shit that's around me. I gotta deal with it. I gotta deal with these young motherfuckers that don't know nothing about, like, look, bro, don't kill your own people. They don't give a fuck. They wasn't raised like that. They don't give a fuck. They think it's no consequences behind this shit. You see the Rondos, the C-Days, and all the little niggas who locked up now telling you like, man, this ain't the thing to do. I done gave my life to Allah. Bitch ass nigga, why didn't you do that when you was out on the streets, man? Now you ain't being told nothing. So now you gotta grow up in the jail system. Now you used to us after your ass in the jail. And the whole time you 15 and 16, Little Dirk is a little ass nigga. These are little ass boys that grown ass men, whack 100 age, is running around here behind. Yeah, I like that music. I like that. Nigga, since I haven't been listening to this bullshit ass rap, nigga, I was listening to Luther Vandross yesterday. Superstar, nigga. It's so right. Stimulating my mind to find peace. We can't find peace nowhere around us. We can't find it. These young motherfuckers, look at him. He going to school, on his way to school. Motherfucker yesterday, on their way to school in Chicago, shot and killed. Shot and killed. Young niggas. Don't look like they own nothing. Meanwhile, neighborhood fucked up. Don't nobody give a fuck about us because we don't give a fuck about each other. Meanwhile, neighborhood fucked up. Meanwhile, you know what I'm saying? We don't give a fuck about what's really happening. We don't give a fuck about our health. We don't give a fuck about what we smoking, what we're promoting. We don't give a fuck. Look, just don't give a fuck. Just don't give a fuck. You can barely walk your kids to school because you this big. I'm sorry, but this is what's going on in the communities. We don't give a fuck. All of our businesses in our communities are owned by foreigners. Niggas just trying to make it to get by. It's a halfway house on each corner. I'm about to show you a halfway house. And it's crazy because the school district is right here. This the school. This is the school, people. This is an actual school where little girls, little boys go to school. Understand this. And you see those guys with those vests on? They collected $57 million to give to Safe Passage, to give to these guys. They don't make nowhere near enough to even feed their families off of this bullshit ass job. But they will hire felons and they will hire people. So those are most likely, I ain't gonna say everybody is felons. Some of they ass be crackheads. Anybody that can sign up for the non-for-profit to get this funding. You understand what I'm saying? So it'd be a lot of street motherfuckers that don't want to do nothing. Oh man, I just gotta go to work, wear this vest for a couple hours, and then this laziness, man. Our people have become lazy and not giving a fuck about anything. So that's the school back there, right here. This is the active halfway house. This is the active fucking halfway house. Right here, this is. Look how far it is from the school. Look where it is. That's not the only one. It's about 6 or 7 in this area. This is crazy. We're wondering where our kids going. We wonder where's the funding going? $1.7 billion in this community. And this community holds the halfway houses in this community. This community is collecting out of 1.7 billion, gotta be collecting at least like 500,000 for just Roseland, Inglewood. You know what I'm saying? $1 million, 2 million, 3 million just for Roseland, because it's halfway houses everywhere around here. It's male shelters everywhere around here. It is fucking ridiculous, bro. And no one is saying any fucking thing. They don't care. They don't give a fuck. And I ain't gonna even say that these 80 babies and motherfuckers like them don't give a fuck, because they do, brother. They do. They're scared. I got told by a young nigga or a nigga my age or a little older, he say, man, look, man, I'm not trying to go to jail over these young niggas. We in fear. Because they know if I do something to this motherfucker who robbed me, did what he did to me, that I'm going to jail. We don't have no businesses in our neighborhood, but we got jail reform funding, buildings where we live and how we live. No inspectors been in there. That motherfucker falling apart, nasty. A whole fucking building. The whole building and the whole neighborhood is abandoned. But you're running a halfway house. You're running a halfway house organization. You know what I'm saying? In this fucking community. When ain't nothing open but the churches. Nothing. Nothing is ours through here. Nothing is owned by us. The halfway houses. You're dumping white criminals, Mexican criminals, goddamn Negroes back into this motherfucking community, and you want them to be reformed? See, this is what Charleston White bitch ass won't talk about, because he's just doing it for the views. He's just trying to build a brand. He don't really care about the people, and a lot of people don't really care about the people. They just trying to build brands and trying to do, you know what I'm saying? This shit is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. All the food restaurants that's in, we can't get a Mediterranean spot. We can't get a vegetarian spot. We can't get none of that. Just greasy fucking foods sold all fucking day. And these brothers, these two brothers right here, homeless. Look, this is a fucking shelter. Jail reform. Jail reform. Church owns it. Jail reform. Shelter collects all of that money in this motherfucking community. And when they come out here, they gotta deal with niggas selling drugs. They gotta deal mental ill. This nigga right here mentally ill. I swear to God, will knock your ass clean the fuck out. Look at him. And he do not play on my mama. You come out here talking that shit, thinking it's sweet. He don't have it all, brother. They dump literally the mental ill at that hospital right there. And they dump the motherfucking, all the jailbirds back into the motherfucking community. These motherfuckers is getting high. They go straight. The gas stations sell weed. Niggas got crack. Niggas got weed. Niggas got everything. So they leaving this jail reform when they get dropped off here. And they going right to that gas station to buy marijuana, crack. They coming right here to beg. They coming right here and they just fucked up. And these our neighborhoods are fucking, they are fucking set to be this way. They are made to be this way. Look at this brother right here. They get out these halfway houses. They get out these halfway houses and they stand. They stand, because that's all they got to do is stand. That's it. That's it. And then the brothers come up here, you know, and rob niggas and niggas that ain't got nothing, they rob them. Meanwhile, whole community is being held for gentrification, is being held hostage by the same motherfuckers that Charleston White is saying, lock the niggas up. My whole community is being held and locked up and moved out. And the funding is not enough money. That's the problem. And I ain't talking drug money. There's no opportunities. Look at my community. And look, he hold it. Who own the lots? They been like that. Who own them? But they will build an elderly home to take these people out of their community and put them in there so they can take over their buildings and their houses. This is what this shit is about. This is all it's about. And motherfuckers don't tell that part, bruh. This some hurtful shit, bruh. Motherfuckers ain't telling that part. They shoot over this bitch every day, and a sister trying to run a whole daycare right here. And this block gets shot up every fucking day. If I'm lying, I'm fucking dying, nigga. This is the part niggas need to know about. I don't give a fuck about what them rappers doing. I can give a fuck, because to feed the rappers gotta rap about what they living and how they living. So I'm here to attack the way that they're living. Fuck the what they rapping about, because they rapping because they come from this shit right here. That $1.7 billion was collected in jail reform fucking funding. There's a halfway house on each corner. This is a halfway house. This is a halfway house. Do you understand? It's niggas in there sleep. Niggas that just got out of jail. Niggas get dropped off in this community right here with nowhere. How's these brothers gonna make it? Sorry about that, bro. Just doing a little documentary. I don't mean no harm. This a halfway house? Treatment center? For men, right? For sure. Thanks, bro. Appreciate it. Treatment center in the community. How they getting treatment? Your depression. How? How they getting treatment? Treatment center for men that is just getting out of jail. They collecting all the funding. And the school is right here. How do you got those mans in there, drug addicted, jail niggas in there, don't know what they been through in their life, sitting right next to a school, sitting right next to abandoned houses? Is this where you send someone that you trying to reform? Is this where you sending them? How are they gonna reform? Treatment for what? How you gonna get treated? Soon as you leave there, you gonna be smoking crack. Soon as you leave there, the drug houses is everywhere around here. The whole fucking community is falling apart. But we talked about how, what's his name? Willie Wilson was around here giving out, you know, $250,000 to each Arabic gas station so that we could drive around and get $50 a motherfucking, you know what I'm saying? But all of this is in the community. You gave out Willie Wilson trying to buy votes. You gave out $250,000 to each Arabic gas station to give us gas, $50 a piece. You buying votes, and that's fucked up. And I stood with Willie Wilson because I thought he had a plan, but he don't got a plan, man. He just my color. That's it. He don't got a plan. Not for this. He want to join in on the suction of the money. Suction of the funding. Treatment center, right down the street from a halfway house. It's a halfway house down here on 116th. All of that funding, and these halfway houses are around here so they can collect funding. So when the pastor comes out and say, hey, we want to do better in our communities and we got to do better because we're falling apart. We're falling apart because half of these treatment centers, halfway houses, and all of this shit is owned by the pastors. By the motherfucking pastors, man, by your church. The Democrat in your motherfucking neighborhood and the church is doing this together. You can't get a neighbor. There is no fucking possible way that we can thrive as a people with this shit around us. There is no possible way. There is no way. You have to be a strong motherfucking individual to get out of jail and just come and look around this depression that's around us. And we will blame ourselves. I can blame myself because I know for a fact that the alderman is the same color as me. So when I say we blaming ourselves, we're not taking away from that nigga that's the same color as us because he in office. He's us. He helping. He's helping. He's helping. Now, wouldn't Willie Wilson thought it'd have been right to come around here and give out some type of funding so that we can buy our community back? So that, like, open a non-for-profit, put that $5 million that you done gave to gas stations to empower the Arabs, put that $5 million into basically some type of program that will make us into homeowners, that will help us out. You know what I'm saying? This ain't gonna put no nigga in jail and steady feed the system. It's not gonna help us, bruh. It's not gonna help us. That's not gonna fucking help us. Oh yeah, put them niggas in jail. Oh yeah. No, them niggas ain't gonna wake up if they wanna keep fighting and keep going through that, then go to jail. But I'm here to focus on why is they a product, becoming a product to your environment. Our environment is fucked, and that's the problem. So you ask me what can happen and what can turn around. Put our actual funding in our neighborhood. Take these halfway houses and put them in the white neighborhoods. So maybe they will have to come over here and buy drugs, and then you can slowly shut down the drug houses. Because they can't shut the drug houses down because they can't keep feeding these motherfuckers drugs. Like, I gotta feed them drugs so that they can go to jail, so they can get back addicted, so they can join the treatment center. I gotta motherfucker put guns in their hands so that they can go to jail, and that we can keep them locked up, and we can continue to get the jail reform funding so we can feed our non-for-profits, so we can still fund them. That's all it's about. And this is the part that you don't hear. And this is why I'm not a big YouTuber because I stand on that righteousness. And when we're talking about that, then we're talking about change. Other than that, we're not talking about shit. If you're not talking about the product of where King Von come from, right? You're talking about fuck King Von and all that. King Von come from what they call O Block. O Block ain't meant, or let's call it the Wick, because when I was growing up, it was the Wick. But before that, originally, it's Parkway Gardens. Parkway Gardens is filled with a bunch of women who basically fell short from grace, basically had a hard time or whatever the case may be, and they was offered to live in here. It's not a nigga in O Block that holds those leases. Meaning, none of those niggas that live in O Block is a leaseholder, is an apartment holder, none of that. They are just a product to their environment, hanging around with their mothers, their baby mothers, and things of that nature. And when they get out there, they get put back into the motherfucking neighborhoods. Back into the neighborhoods. This is what it's all they got. They won't leave out the gates. Who's feeding that place? You're feeding those guys to the jail. You gotta have O Block. You got to, or places like that. I'm just using them as an example. You gotta have that. That place is a hub for funding, meaning we got mental ill in here, we got murders in here, we got drugs in here, we got women that need help in here. Oh my God, we got reform. We got money, boy. We can't knock that down. That is $1 billion industry right there. That's $1 billion industry. What do we look like as the government knocking that down and really start fixing these communities and giving Negroes the hand up? Why would we do that? And you telling us we got to sit back because they are products to their environment. Rappers rap about what they see. Why are they coming from this shit? Why? Why is they coming from this shit? And you can't tell me this isn't a plan, brothers. Look at this shit. There is no way we should be coming for this. So when you telling me about a Charleston White, you only telling me about a nigga who just basically in the system, or niggas that want to attack rappers and don't want to attack the real reason of why my community looks like this and my alderman office sits right here. This is the motherfucker that write up the funding, and they will get an attitude with you if you have a problem with some shit and you come down and tell them about it. They will have a fucking attitude, put your name on a fucking waiting list, but these are the motherfuckers that own the community. Man, this shit'll make you cry, man. This shit hurting me, man. Shit really fucking hurting me, man. We're not gonna walk with these motherfuckers and fix this fucking community because they don't want it fixed, man. They don't want it fixed. They want us to live. This shit is depressing. Every day it's a fucking depression. Me seeing empty lots, houses falling apart, mold coming out the houses, dead bodies in the houses from drug overdoses. And he sits right here. And he owns this shit. He owns it. He owns this shit. And he just waiting to sell it off. But then the Charleston White's gonna come over here and tell you that some fucking kids, cause they gonna put the hand, they tapping the kids' hands. They want Lil Durk to speak. They don't want no nigga like me to speak. They don't want no nigga like me to be here telling the truth. They don't want that. They want comedy-ass niggas who want to get up here and feed the fire, throw gasoline on the fire instead of putting it out. That's what they want. And you motherfuckers are going to be motherfucking caught up in, oh yeah, he's saying some truthful shit, but he's a fucking con. He's a fucking con. I am the real, nigga. I am the real. I'm going to show you what's real. This is what's real. Shootings every fucking day. These motherfucking cribs. This just got bought by a sister, blessings to her. She just took that over. But all of this shit down here is abandoned. She got to try to grow her property in this fucking neighborhood. She got to try to grow her property in this fucking neighborhood, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Please like and subscribe. This shit should be viral. This shit should be viral. And they get, look, and they living like fucking, man, come on, brothers. Halfway house. Look at this shit. And look at this shit. This is where all my funding is going, nigga. Offices for what? What do they got? What are they helping with? No, this is Roseland, but Inglewood is the same way. This is Roseland. What do we have? You want to get on a rapper, nigga? I'm a product of my environment, nigga. This all I got to rap about. This all I got to rap about. How can we stop this part? The church shit right here. And they be owning them abandoned houses. This shit is a shame. And they will come right here and put up a table and feed the crackheads and make sure they got something to eat. Because we don't need you dying around here over hunger. We ain't finished collecting the funding. We ain't finished collecting the funding on your ass. You know what I'm saying? So we want you to we want you to think we helping you, right? We want you to think we helping you, bruh. That shit hurt, bruh. I don't give a fuck, man. I'm starting to like y'all not understanding, man. This shit is depressing. This shit is depressing. This shit is depressing, bruh. How do you come out of here? How do you find hope in these concrete jungles, nigga? How do you want something positive to grow here, bruh? How could you expect something positive to grow here? Huh? What are you asking for? You asking for rappers to stop rapping about being a product to the environment and finding the only way? You asking a nigga to go to a school right here where they probably being touched by motherfucking pedophiles because they got halfway houses. I'm sitting there coming out of school seeing drug-addicted people. What do you expect? How could a fucking flower grow in the concrete, nigga? How could it? What do you want from our people? Our own people is judging our own people, and this is where the fuck we coming from? Man, I don't give a fuck. You change the environment, you change the rap. Talking about Nas. Nas had a motherfucking mother and a fucking father. And rap don't change shit. Niggas is talking about where they coming from. And if you can sit there and speak on a story about how they jumping out of cars and shooting, how they killing, I'm not looking at them. I'm looking at who's in charge, motherfucker. How are they able? How are they able? I don't give a fuck about a little ass kid. King Von is 15, 16 when they first started this shit. They're in their 20s now. They grown now, but they kids. You're looking at a motherfucker who's a product to their environment, and you trying to judge them? Look how the fuck we living. Turn around and look at where you at. And ask yourself, how do we expect flowers to grow out of the concrete? How? It's the concrete jungle, baby. How? How? Look at that little boy going to the house. Look at him. Look at him. Now look at this fucking house he gotta live next to on a daily fucking basis. Look at him, trampolines and kids trying to play. And look what they living next to. Look what they living next to. Look. Look what we living next to. Look, but the church right here. But the church right here, oh, and the hospital. Sit up there and let the mental ill come now, spend the night in the fucking hospital, then they put them out in the morning and they run the streets. They don't have nothing else, nowhere to go. None of this shit is real help. No, Auntie Pudgy work down there. She fuck you, get the fuck out of here then. Ain't no jail reform funding. Ain't all this shit being collected in our neighborhoods. Being collected to the point where the Mexicans come take the metal gates. Oh, damn. Motherfucking crackhead died in there. Yeah, he died in there. He overdosed right up there on the second floor. Yup. Yup. And this is my neighborhood. And you want me to blame the rappers. You want me to blame the motherfucking rappers who are controlled by the same very motherfuckers who are sucking the funding out of the neighborhood, taking pictures with Mayor Lightfoot. Mayor Lightfoot want to take a picture with motherfucking Dirk? That's... like... shit hurt. And they sit right here and they beg. Let me see what this brother want. Let me ask him some questions. Yeah. What's up? You want a coffee or something, bro? You want a coffee or something?
No, I was trying to sell some stamps so I get on the bus. I was going to sell $6 worth of stamps for $3.
Where you trying to go?
Back out south.
What? Like, you is south. You far. Where you? Where south?
Them projects down there.
Oh, you trying to go to Western? You from this neighborhood? Mm-hmm. I just wanted to ask some questions because I don't want to put you on camera. You from the neighborhood? Yeah. Where you from in Roseland?
107.
How many? Come close. I don't want to put you on camera. How many halfway houses around here?
It's one by us.
Talk up a little bit.
It's
I'm gonna give you some. I'm gonna give you some bread. I live right across the street. I'm gonna run in the house and I'm gonna get you some bread for this.
It's one right in the back of us, and it's one right there on 110th.
Yep, by the school, right?
Yep.
And it's a treatment center right here, and then it's this shelter right here.
Yeah.
And this whole neighborhood fucked up. How could they expect us to make it out of this shit?
I don't know, man. Them motherfuckers. I don't know, man. At least Donald Trump ain't the motherfucking president, no motherfucking man.
No, Donald Trump ain't did nothing. Hey, fool. Can you throw him $2 for me? I'm about to go get it from the crib. I got you.
Three. I need three.
He gonna grab you $2. That's all I can do for you right now. Just throw him $2, B. I'm about to go. I swear to God, I got you, bro. What's up, brother? And he don't want no money to go to no 138th. Nigga with a walk. Nigga want money to go back crack and feed his addiction. Most of these motherfuckers don't even be from the community. Like, how do I make it, bruh? As a young motherfucker, how do I make it, bruh? How do I make it? How do I make it? Well, who are we blaming? We got so far fucked up that we started blaming our kids. We too far gone, nigga. We too far gone. Fuck it. That shit been abandoned. That shit been abandoned. Fucking hospital over here. All of this shit is fucked up, bruh. You cannot grow motherfucking crops, motherfucking people in this depression. It's just depression. If you just look around, it's depression. It hurts. It hurts to come for this. So no, I'm not blaming every place in America. I'm not here to talk to you about motherfucking Texas. I'm not here to talk to you about even places in the Midwest. I don't know about the Cleveland, but I know that this is going on everywhere. And in my city, right, we done like this. And how could we expect the kids to even know how to fight this shit when they didn't even have time to sit down and learn and educate themselves with us educating them because we was too busy running the streets too, right? They will take all them houses right there and all them houses are gone. They tear them down. They just tore down one that was right there on the corner. It used to be a blue one. I have went live and showed the house, but they'll build that for the women, right? They'll build that. You see, they build these motherfucking low-income buildings to put our women in. Ain't no progression in that shit. They can't help but to take the apartments. They can't help but to take it. They need somewhere to go with these kids. They build daycares in them, put gates around them like jails. Then they take you to the motherfucking, the elderly homes down the street. They putting us in this shit. And they don't want us to own these houses around here. It's all a plan. This is the plan. This is the niggas that speak out, nigga. Fuck a Charleston White, nigga. Fuck anybody that's worried about entertainment. Cause I'm not entertained by that shit and I don't give a fuck. Cause as simple as this with the rap music, turn it off. You a man, don't allow it in your house. You a woman, don't allow it in your house. Turn it off. That goes as simple as that. Now, how do we change the lyrics? How do we change what the fuck the rappers are speaking about? We change the environment. We change the environment. Kids gotta come out of school and see halfway houses. Kids gotta come out of school and see this shit. Kids gotta come out of school. Kids come right out of school, halfway house down here. Motherfuckers could have been the pedophiles. Motherfucker, halfway house right there. That's a halfway house. That's a halfway house. That's a halfway house. How could they expect you to grow, brothers? You can't. You can't grow. It is depression. It is fucked up. But right now, let me show you who taking over the houses. Let me show y'all what's happening. Mexicans. That's a Mexican in that black coat. And that's a brother working for him. He taking over. They taking these houses, giving it to them easy, fair and square. Fair and square. It's been down, that property been down over there for 14 years. We didn't keep that motherfucker empty, waiting on the motherfucker to come in bad. It's not any funding in like to rebuild our homes. There's money coming in our communities to rebuild and put new rooftops on our homes and put shit. There's money coming in for that. Won't you talk about that, Charleston? And how they not knocking on the door, making sure grandma who been living in this neighborhood since the 60s be the first to get that motherfucking funding. So yeah, it's an eye opener. And yeah, I'm out here by myself, bruh. Because don't nobody know what's going on because they busy want to fight each other over rap and they won't pay attention to what it's really about. What it's really about. The school is closed down. School is closed down. All of our schools are closed down. And they opening this. They trying to start some new shit. They about to really open this motherfucker, right? But this bitch closed. This bitch closed. Whole school in the community. Closed. Everything closing down in our community. They selling lots. But somebody will come and take the sign down because they don't want niggas to know that they selling the locks. This ain't just Inglewood, Urban Gresham, all out west. All of this is our community, and it's not just happening in Roseland. This is just where I am right now. I take you to Inglewood, the shit looks worse. About 30, 40 halfway homes. Look up how many halfway homes is in where they collecting jail reform money and just follow the money, man. Follow the money. I don't give a fuck about J. Prince money. I'm not following J. Prince money. Follow the funding. Follow the money, people. And you will see what the fuck is going on. And while we living like this, can't even get our fucking alleys paved. All these alleys supposed to been paved 10 years ago. They would come and clean the lots out and pick up the trash. As y'all can see, fresh trash just got picked up and they wanted to look a certain way so that they could sell it off, but they don't lose it. You know what I'm saying? Because you can lose this shit for motherfucking keeping it like slum if a motherfucker want to come after of it. So they come and clean the trash up off of it. But who want to be living in this depression? You know what I'm saying? Who want to be living in this depression? Somebody actually lives in this place right here. Look at this shit. Who want to live like that? Look, whole back porch off, closed, all that shit look abandoned. Somebody lives there, fam. Motherfuckers is just up and abandoned in the neighborhoods. This ain't fucking Detroit. We wasn't controlled by Motor City. We got plenty of shit around here to make us money because I would take you out of this neighborhood and take you to the Ukrainians neighborhood. I would take you to the gay neighborhood. I would take you to all these other motherfucking neighborhoods of people that's collecting funding and look at our shit. You know, our shit ain't shit. So we're $1 billion funding collecting motherfuckers. What are they doing with it? Y'all have money to paint rainbows in the street, but y'all didn't have no money to repair this shit, right? And everywhere you go, up and down our community, these street light cameras are taking pictures of our cars, got us in line at the city of Chicago paying tickets, millions of dollars going in on tickets on cars. But we living in a situation to where niggas won't even attack the fact of, okay, y'all got these tickets going on my cars, but the streets look like shit. Now let me start going in y'all pockets. We gonna make sure y'all do these motherfucking streets over. Since you wanna have me in line at traffic, this is attacking bullshit and not attacking the real shit. Not paying attention. Everybody trying to go fight tickets, but that money's supposed to be used to fix the streets, to fix all this shit. This is fucked up. That's fucked up, bruh. That is fucked up. Please like, share, and subscribe, because this is the type of shit that should be viral. Facts. I don't give a fuck what they telling y'all. I don't give a fuck about a rapper. The demise is gonna happen. Disrespectful kids are not gonna be around long, but they are a product to their environment. So I can't blame them. How do we stop this? How do we give them opportunities? How do we give them opportunities to grow? Sandy and them ain't dealing with this shit. It's a house in every lot in front of Sandy and them block. They got schools. They don't got to worry about halfway houses. The jail reform, they aldermen will say, hell no. You go try to put a halfway house in a white neighborhood, you done lost your fucking mind. Their leaders, their aldermen are going to say no. Fuck that. Not at all. Fuck that. You're not putting that over here. Go over there to the niggas' neighborhood. Then they drop these motherfuckers off here, promising them prosperity. Promising them that. Ain't no prosperity. Ain't nothing. Nigga, you coming out of there to come and use. Facts. Ain't no way it's a drug treatment in this neighborhood, you don't want to see what I really know. You don't want to see me go pointing out all the crack houses around this bitch that's selling crack and dope around this bitch. Nigga, right next to the treatment center. Fuck is you talking about? And ain't nobody scared of these niggas, and ain't nobody scared to point these niggas out. But it's only so much when if they kill the voice, who else gonna fucking do it? Who else is standing behind me right now? So if I was to die, you would never know about none of this shit. You would never know about none of it. You would never know, because ain't nobody else gonna get out here. Ain't nobody else moving with me. And the people that's moving with me or moving like me, they done got it to the point of collecting funding, and that's just it. That's just it. Depression. It's depressing to even wake up around here. It's depressing to even wake up around this motherfucker. I'm telling you, people, that's a depression within itself. To even wake up around here, my nigga. And we steady sit here and we blame everybody and everything. We blame it and we point the finger at each other. Oh, it's you, it's you, it's you. Nope, it's this. It's that halfway house right there. It's that. It's this abandoned shit right here that's being able to be abandoned and nobody getting the opportunity to have it. You think we don't want to own stores? You think we don't want to own shit? There's funding coming from the government to make new store owners giving out funding. Let me tell you a little story about how this shit go and how niggas do this shit, right? So they got something in Chicago. I can't remember the name of it. If you know it, tap it down at the bottom. But they have something in Chicago that where if you're colored and you have a business, that you get some of the first opportunities first, right? That mean if you have a business, you get the opportunity to. So basically, back in the day, they was building some parts of the red line, which is the train. Anybody that don't know, it's the L, and they was building parts of the red line, and you know they said basically we need all niggas on there first. We need niggas to be the first people. We need to fill these positions with colored people first, and this is what Mayor Harold Washington did when he opened up this shit back in his day. I forgot the name of it, but it makes sure that we got the first opportunity. So if I got like a business and I'm just coming to join in on security business, yeah, there we go. So I'm basically bringing my security business, and I'm coming into Chicago, and I'm asking, you know, when they bid on these areas, like they'll bid on certain projects or certain places where they need security, they will make sure they give it to us first. They will make sure they give it to us first. They will make sure that they give it to us first. So we'll get those biddings first, the nigga companies, right? So they was building the red line, and they say, hey, we need niggas to come down there and be the first. And this is why whites got mad in Chicago. This is why they got pissed off. We need niggas. So they hired all of those niggas to come down and work on the red line. And it was supposed to be funding on teaching them how basically the niggas to teach them how to basically deal with the electrics, like train them as electricians. So the government would give the funding. This nigga would gather the community up, tell them, hey, we have funding to help us become electricians, so we're gonna train you an electrician. Now, when they give you this funding, all you have to do is be certified to be able to be a certified electrician, and you gotta have somebody that got to teach you. You gotta put it together. So it'd be like 5 niggas come out, and they would be like, yeah, we're gonna feel that they'll bring like 20, 30 niggas ready to learn how to work, to learn how to be electricians, to learn how to build this red line. And then after a couple of days, they get the money for the school, they'll get them the tools, and that funding died, and the motherfuckers disappeared, and they ain't never seen them niggas working again on that red line. Motherfuckers showed up to work, didn't know what happened. They done that with so much funding in these communities. They stole our own fucking people. Our own fucking people. So yeah, I point us out, but I ain't not about to point them out and point a rapper out. Nigga, I don't give a fuck. They do that shit. Like right now, we got funding. We just had a nigga try to gather motherfuckers in the community, and me and him got into it. I was about to fight him. And they looked at me and said so much shit to me because he came in the gas station and he said, I know you, bro. You work in telecommunications. You be around here doing the cable and shit. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, yeah. He was like, man, I want you to come and see if you can teach, because we got all these contracts coming to the city. Everything is moving 5G, so they need motherfuckers to splice fiber. I'm like, all right, yeah, that's a fact. So he's trying to go to the government and collect the funding, and what he's trying to do is get me to get with him because I'm certified. So what he's gonna do is basically get a building, say, hey, this is what we're gonna be working at. We need this 500,000 so that we can buy tools and everything, so we can teach brothers in the neighborhood how to splice fiber so that they can work downtown and they can get funding off of this fiber. You know what I'm saying? And shit like that. All that nigga was gonna do was collect that money and run. And I haven't even seen him no more. The government gives out money to make workers, bruh. Our people would go down there that knows, these old ass, pimp ass niggas that been pimping the community for years, your old gang leaders and shit, they know about that funding. They were supposed to turn around, take that funding, and make everybody in here to fiber and make workers. Make workers, bruh. They stole it. So now this is what we are dealing with. It's what we dealing with, people. This is what we dealing with. This is what we dealing with. And this is mine right here. I hired a brother. He fixing us up now. He'll be out here today to work. But I'm getting the whole back done right here. We hired a brother to do it. So he getting that shit done. Shout out to him. But yeah. But this is where I live across from. Complained about this shit 100 fucking times about the dumping, and complain about this shit every other day, but they won't do nothing. The aldermen won't do nothing. Won't do nothing. Call state's attorney generals. I gotta go through all of this calling people when I used to come to the hood and just tell, hey, look, vice lords, this motherfucker got us living like shit. Vice lords run around there. Hey, your ass got 2 days to come pick that garbage up. We're gonna throw your ass in the garbage. That was gangbanging. That was gangbanging. That was gangbanging, people. That was gangbanging. We ain't got nobody protecting this motherfucking neighborhood. We don't got nobody that give a fuck about us. Look. I'm gonna talk to him. He homeless. He homeless. I'm gonna throw him some food. I'm about to go get him some food. Hungry, homeless, drug addicted, but we wanna talk to him. I wanna see. What's up, my boy? You cool out here?
Yeah, I just said circling around and shit.
You ate today?
No, I was trying to see. Like, one of the dudes picked my little brother up and shit. He said he only needed one person and shit.
Oh, twin picked y'all up to work?
Yeah, he needed one person and shit.
For sure. I'm cold out here. What motherfucker been in the hospital?
Yeah.
You gotta hurry and get it together, B. Get the fuck from out here, bro. I hate to see you walking around this bitch. Man, BD, knowing that they giving out funding for homelessness and shit. You ain't even supposed to be out here, my nigga. That shit crazy. I'm about to come up to the gas station. I'll bring you something up there if you around. I'm up there. I just called you over because I'm about to go up there. Give me a minute. About to go feed niggas, man, because this shit bogus. At least I got like $20. I got like fucking $20. I'm about to just give everybody $5 because that's all I got to spare. Just so they can get them something to eat or something. Damn. He walks. The hospital collects mental ill and homeless funding. They sleep in the hospital until the morning. Then they leave out the hospital and they come out to the streets and they just walk around till it get cold and then they go back to the hospital. This is a cycle. This is what we should be worried about. This ain't, man, what Tupac say? It's a plan, nigga. It was a plan. Ain't shit we could do about a plan. This is all in effect. Blessing be to the tribe, man. Stay alert, stay alive. If this shit don't hurt your heart, if you don't feel this shit, you can't give a fuck about your people. If you don't feel that shit, you ain't never dealt with shit. You ain't never been stuck. If you don't feel like what I showed you, flowers can't grow out of concrete, man. We'll never grow any positive rappers that is being raised in this shit. So stop asking. Where the positive rappers at? They're about 60, 70 years old because they older and they realize that it is fucked up. And they not living in that shit no more. So they can go rap about positive shit. You ain't gonna get no young motherfucker that's raised out this shit to rap about nothing positive. You ain't gonna get no motherfucker that's all they can rap about. And they gonna go for it even more if you give me $1 million. Got an opportunity to save my family. I was raised not giving a fuck about nobody else anyway. I was raised in this crab in a bucket ass town. Man, y'all stay woke, man. Propaganda is the highest motherfucking, at all motherfucking calls, propaganda is up there, B. It's at its all-time highest, propaganda. And that's all Charleston White is. That's all Dr. Umar is. That's all Sinetta is. That's all these Hebrew Israelite camps is. None of them is talking this. They don't want me to have subscribers. They don't want me to be of the voice of this shit. Because once you get that following, you get that motherfuckers to follow you and listen to you, now we can go and make things happen. Now I can go and be like, oh yeah, let's go here, baby, yeah. Yeah, y'all, I know exactly where to go, come on. They don't want that. Motherfuckers will meet up to argue with Charleston White because he has a following. Niggas that's telling this type of truth, because it ain't just me, they need that following. They need it. That's the way, once they get that following, they're able to, motherfuckers able to follow them to the righteous places and be woke. So stop it with the rap bashing, my nigga. Niggas are product to their environment, my nigga. That's it. That's all it is. Once the environment change, it change. You got these Jewish rappers, you got these white rappers, you know what I'm saying? Even the white rappers will show you that. Look at Eminem. He was a product of his environment. I wear the pills and my mama's smoking the apnea and the apnea and the apnea and then the apnea and the smack. He going through white shit, but he's a product to his environment at that time. So drugs and pills and everything like that, he was a product to that shit. So that's what he rap about. Some motherfuckers are products to this failing ass system here in Chicago and every fucking where else. And our leaders, or quote unquote leaders, or the motherfuckers with the followers, how you don't know that? How has Charleston White been in motherfucking, I've been down talking to the community and doing this, and I've been helping, and you've been down there talking about what, obviously? What you been down there talking about? I shut that crack house down. They could have been shut it down, bitch. They didn't need your help. They knew it was there. It been there. You ain't shut shit down. They just moved it. You shutting your enemy shit down. Niggas who you got a problem like about. It's not the first act. Bro, I got money, bro. I didn't go out here and buy no change. Niggas don't even know I got no change, bro. Niggas don't even know I got no money, bro. I got plans on opening a business, going to try to collect some of that funding so that I can train these guys. I'm trying to collect that funding so I can train these guys the right way and make opportunities so that people can work. That's what I'm about. It's all of this selfish shit. Oh, I'm trying to build a brand so I can, all of that selfish shit. I'm not with that shit. I'm not about to get on here and smoke in front of the youth and talk about how the youth is so fucked up, but I got a gold chain on just like the youth. I'm out here smoking motherfucking fat ass blunts just like the youth. Nigga, what? Nigga, what? I have to stop that shit at one point, man. We are growing, and I'm watching my old videos, and I'm watching myself grow. And if you don't want to stand beside me because I'm growing, then bitch, you never wanted me to grow in the first place. I ain't got no enemies. Shit, right now I ain't got no friends. I done cut off a lot of motherfucking friends right now, homies. I don't talk to no fucking body, nigga. I am literally sitting here with money trying to figure out how can this help my people, but help me at the same time, because I'm not going broke helping no fucking body. And that's a fact. But if they could take funding from the government and steal it, that same funding we can collect and put in our people's pockets. so we could create motherfucking workers. We need a whole generation of workers. Niggas don't want to go to college. Niggas barely want to go to school. So if I could take that money and go put it in motherfucking building, oh yeah, I'm literally where they got the treatment center. I opened that up as a school, and I'm literally training truck drivers. I'm literally training electricians. All these big ass schools that are fucking abandoned. I turned in this electric truck driving on the first floor. Electric. Where did we get that funding? The government sent it to the alderman for motherfuckers to get this money so that they could become truck drivers because there's a shortage on truck drivers. What? Okay, so we're going to be training truck drivers in the neighborhood. We know we can take any felonies because you can have a felony with the truck driving shit. So we can take any felony. So let's go start picking the niggas off the corner and telling them what we need them to do. We need to make sure that they get, and our people supposed to make sure that the nigga know how to drive the truck and anything. I don't give a fuck. If the test is hard, bitch, we going to make sure you pass it. As long as your ass know how to drive that motherfucking truck and know how to vibe by these safety laws. We going to make sure you pass that shit. We going to make sure of it. That's what that shit about. Oh, they fiber on the first floor. You work with your hands. We got the fiber shit. You can go downtown. We got the contract. We're going to be putting fiber in the building. We training you. You need to be trained by this week. That funding is coming in for your community. They stealing it. Because somebody trained these motherfucking, that Ukrainians, and they came over and took the motherfucking cable company. And they actually trained their people with that funding. They actually bought vans for their people to fucking work in. All those white boys got trained, half-ass trained, and they walked in that motherfucker and they all working out, these Ukrainian white boys. Where did they come from? Who gave them the funding? That same funding is given to you. They went to go collect it because you're not collecting it. We being entertained, and through our entertainment, we getting lost. And now we got the Hebrew Israelites want to blame it on God and blame it on, no. You mean to tell me it's 3,000 of you motherfuckers? And y'all can't run and go get, it's 3,000 of you motherfuckers walking around Memphis. High crime rate, stolen cars, all of that. Motherfuckers out here stealing Kia. You know what I would have called Kia and said? Hey, Kia, can you get with the government and give us some funding so y'all can have y'all factories full of niggas that's in Chicago? Because these niggas know how to build them motherfucking cars. Because they obviously stealing them motherfuckers right from you. Because we know y'all got factories in America. Let us work at the factories. Let me get these little young niggas a job that'll gonna pay their family and that they can stand on. Then we can worry about the rappers and what's being put out. We ain't producing this type of shit. Now we can understand, hey, my neighborhood don't look like this. So why is the young motherfucker that's down the street rapping about bullshit? Why are you doing that? Because he don't come from that. He's lying off top. This neighborhood is beautiful. This is Mr. Rogers' neighborhood looking shit. What the fuck he rapping about? He's a liar. You want the rap to change the environment. That's it. That's it. And until that change, ain't nothing gonna change. The mindsets ain't gonna change. Until we walk in old block, and just like King Von handed out chains, till we start handing out jobs, opportunities for our people, ain't nothing gonna change. Nothing's gonna change. You can go to the streets all day and tell them young niggas, hey, we want peace in the streets, man. It's a peace street, it's a peace street. They're gonna say that for a few days. There's no funding after that. There's no opportunities to change. What are they gonna have to live on? Where they gonna get money? Look at them. Just in the neighborhood, don't got nothing. Walking. Just got out the jails. Nothing. Walking. Just no way. Older niggas getting out of jail. And they about to release a lot of motherfuckers coming first. They about to release a lot of these motherfuckers. So it's gonna get even worse. It's gonna get even worse, people. This is not meant for us to survive. Nigga, it's not meant, it's a setup. Nigga, Tupac meant that shit. And now I see what he's saying. All these years later, it's a fucking setup, nigga. It's not meant. So we're sitting here blaming each other without fixing our community. Nigga, you got the game fucked up. I ain't about to blame no rappers. That's why Charleston White is a sucker to me. That's why it's phony to me. That's why Dr. Umar is a phony ass nigga. That's why the Hebrew Israelites is some phony ass niggas. Cause this is what fucking matters. Our communities. Niggas ain't doing nothing to change that. And they don't want you changing that. They don't want you changing that shit. Told that man I was gonna come over. What's that? $2. Get my change up out of here. And I'm gonna be on the podcast. You know what I'm saying? Soon. I'm gonna be on that motherfucker. And it's gonna be a podcast. A lot of motherfuckers got a lot of views and shit. I'm gonna be on that motherfucker and we gonna talk this real shit. Some of this same shit, this is just man. Some of this same shit will be said, man. This shit is crazy, man. You cannot grow flowers out this concrete. You can't. You can't. I gotta move my son away from here. I gotta move my son away from here so that they can grow. Because he can't grow here. No matter what I'm saying, he can't grow here. No matter what I'm saying, they can't grow here. Do you understand that? It's not meant for us to survive. It's a setup. And we got to start paying attention to the setup and how we can break this setup. Because we're all products to our environment. Blessing be to the tribe. Stay alert, stay alive. I'm your boy Wild, a.k.a. Tribe Biz. And this has been the moment. Tribe time.